Wilson missed all of last season due to an injury, was Nebraska's 2019-2020 redshirt of the year, forced to sit out, came back with a vengeance, struggled last weekend against last Friday, of Dean Hamidi against Wisconsin, was pinned, looking to change his momentum here and take down David Ferrante. Ferrante himself went to the Big Ten championships last season, placed 7th. This season, last wrestled in a dual meet on December 29th against Virginia, lost in a 10-5 decision to Justin McCoy.
David just doing what he does well now, hand fighting hard in the center of the mat. You know, it's just a habit we try to make on our team. Just a lot of hard hand fighting, moving forward. David's an explosive guy, so he's going to move really quick when he fires off a shot. It's exciting to watch.
No points scored through the first minute of action in our first match of the afternoon.
Wilson's doing a good job here, staying in the center of the mat, sort of pushing David's butt towards the edge. That's what you want to do. Establish mat control, you know, threaten the out of bounds, make your opponent work back in. That pressure is like, once your opponent starts pushing back into you, you know, there are a lot of opportunities to score there. But both guys are doing a really good job just moving their hands and feet right now.
These two teams took on each other in a dual meet 1 year ago today. The Cornhuskers winning that one 26-10. Chris Cannon, Yaya Thomas, and Max Mayfield able to win their matches for Northwestern, Nebraska taking the other 7. The last time the Wildcats beat the Cornhuskers in a duel, 1924, the same year that F. Scott Fitzgerald published The Great Gatsby. Looking to turn that one around here is David Ferrante and Bubba Wilson. Still feeling each other out over 2 minutes into the first period.
Nice hips from David. Doing a really good job spinning around there. Wilson's still on the leg.
Shot attempt from Bubba Wilson. Referee says no control.
Wilson still has his leg hooked. His hands are locked. So David's really got to get his hips in here. Keep working around for the 2. But it doesn't look like he's in danger off Wilson's shot attempt right now.
Just 15 seconds left here in this first period. Referee calls a stalemate.
There are those heavy hips from David. He's a super explosive guy, really good hips, you know. He's got a good sprawl, so his defense is good. He's going to make it hard for Wilson to score on him, especially if he keeps moving his feet. It's a good job by Wilson getting out, attacking the hands, coming right up to his feet. David's got to get to work now. There's a little high C attempt.
You can hear the Nebraska coach is very vocal. That is definitely a feature of this coach Mark Manning squad.
Not quite as vocal as the Hawkeyes, but they get the job done. Good sprawl again by David. Both guys wrestling really hard on the edge here. It's a big scoring position, but so far, no takedowns being converted.
Wilson looking to take down Ferrante. Referee says no control once again. Ferrante has that left leg of Wilson. See Coach Matt Storniolo standing 2 feet from his wrestler, coaching him on with 1 minute left here in the second period. Referee calls a stalemate.
But that was good action from both guys. You can tell they want to score.
Wilson still leading this one with that 1-point escape at the beginning of the second period after choosing to go on the bottom. It will be Ferrante's choice to start the third period with 30 seconds left here in the second. Bubba Wilson, the redshirt freshman out of Manhattan, Kansas. Very decorated high school career, 2019 state champion, as we see trying to shoot that left leg of David Ferrante.
Another nice snap into a shot attempt. He's got that ankle locked up pretty tight, but Ferrante's got good hips. Like I said, he's a good scrambler. It's going to be tough for Wilson to score here, even though it is a big advantage position. He's coming close to the takedown now.
Importantly, though, a 1-0 lead to the Cornhusker that Ferrante has to try and erase here with 2 minutes left, as he does. 1-1 ties it up, and we're back to neutral.
It's a nice sit out by Ferrante, really using those hips, that explosivity, like I said, and he's right up to his feet. That's what he wants to do. Wilson's digging that deep underhook, making it hard for Ferrante to work into his own ties. That's been the case for most of the match here. Wilson controlling control ties, pushing Ferrante to the edge of the mat. A lot of good hand fighting from both these guys, but Wilson's definitely in control of the hand fight right now. And that's why he keeps getting those big, aggressive, dramatic snaps. And they're finally able to convert it.
Takedown scored by Bubba Wilson, 3-1. As he will start riding David Ferrante with just over a minute left here in the third period. Coach Mark Manning on his feet. Manning himself, a two-time Division II champion at Nebraska Omaha. The rest of the coaching staff, Associate Head Coach Brian Snyder, a four-time All-American at Nebraska, and Assistant Coach Robert Kokesh, a three-time All-American. Very decorated coaching staff as they try and push Bubba Wilson to a win here in our first match of the night at 165 pounds.
1 point match here. Ferrante's got to get his engine on, look for some score, look for some points, rather.
Ferrante needs to score in these last 20 seconds. Coach Storniolo asking Ferrante what he's waiting for. 5 seconds left. Half-hearted shot attempt. Not successful for that one by Ferrante. Bubba Wilson will take it 3-2. Nebraska putting the first points on the board.
Just like last week, Anka's stepping up again, taking on a highly ranked opponent. He's just got to stick to his guns, wrestle the whole match. And he's slick, avoiding 2 shot attempts from Labriola, but not getting to any offense of his own just yet.
Enkhmandakh able to slip out of those 2. Dual meet last year, Labriola took on Troy Fisher, won by major decision 19-7, went 8-0 in dual meets last season, currently 3-1 this year.
Labriola in on a single leg again. He's got that elevated foot in the armpit, looking for a tree trap finish. It's close to the takedown here.
2-point takedown scored by Mikey Labriola. He'll start riding. His only loss so far this season coming against Garrett Nijenhouse of Purdue. For Northwestern, Enkhmandakh is 0-6 in Big Ten dual meets in his career. Manages to score an escape point. The wrestlers will return to neutral.
Go again. Follow it up. Stay on it. Chain wrestle. Good, good. Go again. Back the other side.
Jamie, Mikey Labriola, a very distinguished wrestler, 3-time All-American. What does Encore Enkhmandakh have to do just to stay in this one, to not get pinned like he did last weekend?
Anka wants to stick to his guns. He's got great underhooks, great hand fighting. He's a big Greco-Roman wrestler, so he'll definitely be looking for some throws, but he's just got to keep moving, make every point hard. You know, don't give up any easy takedowns, stay in the center of the mat, and just fight hard. That's what we train to do. Labriola slick there, coming around, almost collecting both legs, but...
Another 2-point takedown scored by Labriola. And a quick escape from Enkhmandakh.
Labriola's quick. Anka definitely doesn't want him to build momentum here, keep scoring these leg attacks. Once he starts getting cut, if he lets Labriola keep taking him down, that's where Labriola wants to be. Wants to keep racking up takedowns, maybe score some bonus points. Anka's just got to keep fighting tough, not let him do that.
Labriola with his third takedown of this first period. Enkhmandakh with his third escape of his own, and another takedown right away for Labriola. Lets Enkhmandakh escape.
Momentum there that I'm talking about. Once he starts scoring on his feet, it's hard to stop him. Anka's got to keep his cool, stay in the center of the mat, not let Labriola push him out of position or push him around too much. But Labriola's staying on the offense, collecting the foot again, low single, 6 seconds left.
Referee says no control as we crawl to the end of this first period. 4 point. Labriola will go back on top. Looking to score bonus points here as Enkhmandakh cuts the lead to 3 with that escape.
Labriola having some headgear troubles. Labriola's doing a good job getting Anka to react here, react to these fake shots. Anka wants to stay in these positions, digging his underhooks, pummeling, staying in the hand fight. He gets dinged for stalling. And Labriola converts another takedown.
Another takedown for Labriola. 5-point lead as we near the halfway point of the second period.
Looks like Labriola might be threatening a near side cradle, switching off between the near side cradle, some wrists, but he's not super committed to the ride. Committed to hyperextending onto Anka's elbow a little bit.
One escape, Anka.
But now they're back on their feet.
Labriola dominating on Friday against Andrew McNally out of Wisconsin. 14-4 major decision. Controlled the majority of that match, despite McNally's late attempts to rally back. Shot attempt from Enkhmandakh. No good. Labriola will convert that one to a takedown. And as you see the riding time slowly starting to kick up, referee counting near fall. It'll be a 4 near fall for Mikey Labriola as the score goes to 16-6. Enkhmandakh in a 10-point hole here. That's what we've seen right here with Mikey Labriola.
Yep, absolutely. Anka's still wrestling tough. He's keep moving, doesn't stop moving, but Labriola's got a lot of momentum at this point in the match. Just able to keep getting to that right leg of Enkhmandakh. And there he goes, collecting both ankles again. He's really close to a takedown.
No points awarded for the referee to score that tuck fall. Nebraska currently leading this meet 3-0. Another takedown. And an escape from Enkhmandakh. Labriola choosing to cut him loose really quick.
And this is definitely a duel that could come down to bonus points at the end of the day. So this is a big attempt by Labriola, looking for the tech fall rather than staying satisfied with a major decision. Anka's got to fight real hard here to prevent that from happening.
14-point lead for Labriola. Enkhmandakh doing his best to try and hold off that tech fall.
But including riding time, looks like Labriola might be able to lock it in.
With riding time factored in, Labriola has that point secured. Currently a 14-point lead when that's added on. Needs 15 for that tech fall, 30 seconds left to go to try and grab that extra dual meet point.
Again, coming to that right leg. It's real close here, collecting another takedown, and there it is.
Labriola scoring another takedown with 16 seconds left. Wins that one 23-8. Adding in the riding time, 24-8. Tough match for Enkhmandakh. Labriola will be happy with that. He improves to 13-1 on the season. We'll try and give Venz a run for his money.
Jessen's real close to a takedown here. Good counter offense from Jessen. That's how he needs to start these matches. He can't let his opponents get momentum. He's got to keep wrestling tough, wrestle his style. Jessen's had some big marquee wins in his career, but he's struggled recently with consistency. There, Venz comes real close to locking up a cradle, but Jessen rolls through. That's some good action to start the match.
Early takedown from Jessen. Venz turning it into a reversal, and then Jessen escaping. With both wrestlers tied up in neutral here in the middle of the mat. These two wrestlers faced off in an extra match last January. Taylor Venz winning that one by fall. 1 minute and 57 seconds in. So far, Jessen looking a bit more competitive than he did last time.
Venz is coming in with a 2-on-1. Looking for his control ties. Controlling the center of the mat. Jessen's got to look for his own control ties here. Not let Venz push him around. Venz definitely has some size on him. There we go. Coming close to another takedown here from Jessen. As Venz just tries to muscle him over, he's managing to slide by, and that's 2.
Takedown from Jack Jessen near the edge of the mat. Takes a 5-2 to lead against Taylor Venz. They'll move back to the middle. But early momentum has to go to Jessen.
Both guys hand fighting hard, fighting for inside control. Venz definitely moving forward a little bit more. Getting his head right in Jessen's face. That's so annoying when you're wrestling. The guy's forehead is pushing into your mouth and your nose. But Jessen's doing a good job staying in the hand fight, not letting Venz throw him around.
These two.
Ankle pick attempt from Venz. Jessen able to get his head down and stop that. He's just got to keep doing that. Make sure Venz can't get to his offense. Jessen's got to look for his counter offense. Look to score off these shot attempts and the big attempts to muscle him over that Venz is doing.
Jessen doing a good job of preventing that shot attempt from Taylor Venz. 15 seconds left in the first period. Stalemate call by the referee.
Nebraska coaching staff asking Venz to continue moving Jessen. That's definitely what he wants to do, just staying in that hard hand fight.
These two taking each other on at the Cliff Keen Invitational just under 2 months ago. Good escape from Taylor Venz there.
Although Jessen's the only one to score takedowns in this match, 1-point match because of that reversal, a couple escapes from Venz, so it's a tight one. Both guys have got to keep wrestling here. Jessen definitely needs to look for some offense. Can't just sit on this lead, especially not with this much time left in the match. And it's a tempting thing when you're up. You've gotten a couple takedowns. You feel like you're winning the match. You know, it can be tempting to want to just hold on to that lead, but that just doesn't cut it at this level. You got to keep wrestling, keep scoring points, and try to blow matches open.
Venz managing to pin Jessen at the Cliff Keen Invitational in the third period. Shot attempt from Venz, scores the takedown. And will look to establish control as he hooks that right leg of Jack Jessen.
Venz immediately flattens Jessen out. This is where he wants to be on top, looking for some wrists, trying to score some back points, I'm sure, here. Venz doing a good job elevating Jessen's right leg, making sure he doesn't have stable base to build up onto. Threatening that leg ride.
Referee counting out near fall. 2 near fall points. The Nebraska bench wants 4. Only 2. Venz will crawl to an 8-5 lead as the second period timer about to go off. 2 minutes left between these two. Very competitive so far, Jamie.
Now we're starting in the same position. Venz looking for wrists again. Definitely thinking about that tilt that he scored back points on in the last period. Jessen's got to clear his wrist, keep building his base, and just not let Venz bully him on top.
Venz trying to roll over Jessen onto his left shoulder. Referee goes down, but Jessen doing a good job of keeping his shoulder off the mat. Riding time ticking forward. Venz just crossing a minute.
Now he's got a wrist, looking for a tilt again. Not quite there. There it is, ref's counting it.
Another 2 near falls scored for the Husker.
Near fall points awarded. Taylor Venz.
10-5 lead for Venz. Stall warning called on Jessen. Referee says he's not doing enough to try and fight out from the bottom.
1 minute.
Venz throwing a Turk here with that leg ride. He's pretty close. He's got a bow and arrow. That's a tough position to fight out of. But no points being called just yet. Jessen's not breaking 90. Got 1 swipe, but that's it so far. Venz really close to scoring some near fall here, but Jessen's doing a good job not letting Venz break him over. There it is, though.
Referee counts out another 4 near fall points for Venz. Take his lead to 9.
4 near fall points awarded.
Coach Mark Manning wants another near fall before the period ends.
Venz looks like he's going to lock up that major decision. That's more bonus points for the Huskers, definitely what they're looking for.
And a big major decision win for Taylor Venz.
Schultz threatening a far knee pick there. Doing a good job running his feet, but Andrew's not letting him get that takedown that easily. Nice snap from Schultz, though. And mixing in some fakes here. Getting back to the center of the mat. More hard hand fighting from both guys. Just been the story of the match so far.
Schultz coming into this one 5-0 in dual meets this season. 3 straight wins against Purdue, Minnesota, and Wisconsin. Andrew Davison struggling a little bit. Started out the season 5-0. Since has gone 1-2 in his dual meets. Lost major decision 11-2 versus Jacob Warner last weekend. And has a tough opponent right in front of him in Eric Schultz.
Andrew threatening his offense there, looking for a swing signal to the right. Not doing much penetration, but he's able to work up into an underhook. He's got a control tie here. Good snap. Right into a front headlock from Andrew. Continuing to hand fight hard. Andrew's picking up the hand fight pace a little bit, mixing his offense a lot more, and that's just going to let him stay in his control ties and continue looking for points. He's threatening to pull Schultz into the front headlock again there. Just tough hand fighting from both guys. Schultz looking for a little underhook throw by. Andrew able to slip out of it, though.
No points scored between these two in the first period.
Schultz is definitely looking for that right side underhook. But there he gets post right into a double. It's a big takedown.
Huge takedown from Eric Schultz, scoring the first points of this match. Able to take down both legs. of Andrew Davison.
There's a big 14 seconds here.
Period. Eric Schultz scoring with a takedown.
And your fighting hands coming close to get up to his feet. But Schultz has a deep thigh pry. It looks like he's going to keep him down for the end of this period.
Schultz taking that escape right there, scoring another point. Schultz took second place last year at the Big Ten Championships. And then went on to go 2-2 at the NCAA Championships. Did not place. Has never placed in 3 appearances at the national tournament.
Davison in on a single leg, but he's really extended here. It's a hard position to score from, and Schultz is definitely looking for some counter offense here. But so far, Andrew's doing a good job keeping his hands locked, not letting Schultz get around. This is one of those classic positions that neither guy really wants to be in, but it's a scoring opportunity for both, but the ref will call it. Put him back on.
Referee calls a stalemate. Not a ton of offense from Andrew Davison. Look to try and score some points over halfway into this one.
Good single from Schultz, able to collect both legs. Schultz will opt to cut him, looking for another takedown. And here it's that momentum again. The Nebraska guys have done a really good job scoring points in bunches. Once they get their first takedown, they keep moving. And that's hard to deal with when you're moving backwards, just trying to avoid takedowns. Definitely want to see the Cats get on their offense in the next couple matches and in this third period for Andrew. He's certainly capable of it.
He'll start on top here. Quick escape once again for Andrew Davison. Schultz, no doubt, trying to score a couple more takedowns before this one's over.
There's that post double from Schultz again. Just blast double, runs his feet.
These two faced off at the Cliff Keen Invitational. 4-0 decision win for Eric Schultz. A couple more points scored here. We're edging closer to that major decision. Another 2 takedowns scored for Eric Schultz. This is the riding time just over a minute in favor of Schultz.
Schultz managing to rack up a couple points there. One off a stalling call, another takedown. He's staying really aggressive here, definitely looking for bonus points.
Another 2-point takedown there at the edge of the mat. Davison scoring the escape. He's racked up 6 points, but when you look at Eric Schultz, those 15, a lot to overcome, especially with only 45 seconds left in a match that Schultz has largely controlled.
Another takedown for Schultz. Coming dangerously close to a tech fall here with 35 seconds left. Davison's got to stop his offense. But another takedown.
Another takedown, cutting him loose once again.
Schultz definitely looking to assert himself over Davison.
Another 2-point takedown. Schultz really showing the dominance that's allowed him to climb up those rankings to number 3. 14-point lead with that riding time point secured. 15-point lead, which would be a tech fall for Nebraska. Schultz rides that one out with riding time, 23-8.
Triceps the size of Lance's head, So we'll see if he can break this Husker momentum, and that's definitely what he wants to do. He's coming out here with a vengeance after his brother lost in that last match.
Davison wrestling at 197 pounds last year, moved up to heavyweight this year with the transfer in of his brother. Did place 5th at the Big Ten Championships in 2 straight years, looking to do the same at heavyweight. Christian Lance placing 5th as well. This is his 3rd straight top 15 opponent. Lost to Gable Steveson of Minnesota, and then took on Trent Hilger. Very close 5-3 decision on Friday. Hilger ranked number 8. If Lance can take this one, definitely looking to climb up those rankings and scratch his way into the top 10.
Luke had a really close match against Cassiope last week, almost threatening to fall within the first period. That got stopped. He's definitely looking to win this match here. He wants to keep building up in these rankings. Luke is not here to participate. He's here to take over. Lance doing a good job digging in these underhooks, not letting Luke get to his control ties. A little half-hearted high C attempt there, but Luke easily circles out of it, coming to his own over tie snap.
Over a minute and a half here into this first period at heavyweight. No points scored. As you see Christian Lance pushing off of Lucas Davison.
Luke takes a little shot attempt there, but Lance is able to dig in his right side underhook. Those have been really popular in this dual meet so far. Davison in on a double leg, coming up, switching to a single leg, looking to take him down on the edge of the mat. And that's a big takedown.
And a huge 2-point takedown from Lucas Davison, scoring the first points here.
And immediately flattening him out on the side of the mat. Now,
this is Lance's 91st college wrestling match, 7th year in the sport. Wrestled 3 years at Fort Hays State in the Division II. Did qualify for those championships in 2017, not able to place.
Luke doing a really good job staying scrappy on top, not letting Lance get that takedown. Threatening a cradle now. Lance is able to break the lock, but Luke is staying active on top. Not a lot of heavyweights do this. Lance is really close to an escape here, though. There, he'll get it. And that's a big escape with a couple seconds left in the period. But Luke still managed to rack up 45 seconds of riding time. Lance is breathing a little heavily here. You know, it's tough to spend 45 seconds with.
For the senior.
That's generally a risky choice, and there Luke locks in his escape point. Lance was maybe trying to chip into the riding time a little bit, or maybe thought he could score on top, but clearly did not live up to that expectation of his. Lance looking for that righty underhook again, but Luke slips out of it pretty casually. Lance right back to it. Luke looking for an underhook of his own. And it's good. It's important not to let your opponent continue coming to these control ties, even if they're not scoring off them every time. It puts you in the position of the aggressor to have that control tie, be able to move forward, look for your offense. So Luke's got to stay really active in this hand fight and not let Lance grab onto something that he wants.
These two also wrestled at the Cliff Keen Invitational. It was 6-6 after 3 periods. Lance able to take it in overtime.
That's a lot of speed from Lance on that low single, but Luke's hips, you know, keeping the fight in. That's a nice sprawl. And they go out of bounds. Huskers are definitely momentum wrestlers. They don't want to let them score a takedown. Luke with a body lock right to Lance's back. That's a big takedown again. And that's just horsepower right there.
Huge two-point takedown for Lucas Davison. Christian Lance has struggled in this one, trailing by 4 points. Davison racking up almost a minute of riding time as we crawl to the end of the second period. He'll try to ride out the Husker to end this. Absolutely incredible. You have Gable Steveson, these two, Lucas Davison, Christian Lance, Michael Wolf, Trent Hilger. I mean, the Big Ten championships in March are going to be absolutely unbelievable, especially at this weight.
Absolutely. The Big Ten is always stacked, and they've got basically every single top 10 heavyweight in the nation right now, especially with newcomers in the division like Davison, bumping up from 197 last year. Looking to bust some brackets for sure.
Davison with a statement here so far. Christian Lance scoring an escape point, cutting the lead to 3. The wrestlers falling out of the mat here.
He's got to keep that aggression going in this third period. Be great to see Luke get another takedown here, keep racking up points. And that's definitely what we need in our matches in this duel. The Huskers have done a really good job. They don't just win, they win with bonus points. And we've got to do the same. This is still a pretty tight match, but it would do a lot for the momentum of the duel if Luke could lock in another takedown. Good defense again. Lance in on that slick low single. Luke coming over, looking for his own counter offense, and he'll lock it in, collecting both ankles.
Another two-point takedown from Lucas Davison. Lance thought he had that right foot. Davison pulling that one out of nowhere. 7-2 to lead in favor of the Wildcat.
Luke is angry.
Yeah.
No one wants to start a dual meet down 17-0, and he's looking to turn it around. Not let these Huskers get too comfortable.
These two wrestlers have wrestled through almost every single referee whistle so far. Only 30 seconds left. You almost wish this one could go to another period.
It's been an exciting match. Two just extremely athletic and strong heavyweights. Lance's headgear coming off. Just goes to show you how hard that hand fight is. Like they were 50 pounds lighter. There it is again, Lance in on that low single. He's so slick with that. But Luke's got great defense. Not letting Lance score easily here. They'll Stanley come back to the feet.
Tie this one up, a takedown and a 2 near fall. Davison will do his best to fend off any attacks from the Husker.
Another shot attempt from Lance, but Lucas is going to put us on the board.
Late shot attempt from Christian Lance, not enough. Huge upset win for Lucas Davison.
Man's so dialed in. He's definitely coming out here on a mission. He doesn't just want to win, he wants to score bonus points. But he was not happy with that loss last week, especially after coming off 2 big top 10 upsets. Falling to a true freshman rubbed him the wrong way, to say the least.
DeAugustino taking down Eric Barnett out of Wisconsin and Patrick McKee out of Minnesota. And then losing that one to Drake Ayala puts him at 2-1 on the season.
Might get to sit out a lot of the beginning of the season with a hand injury. So this is only his 4th match still.
And a huge chance for DeAugustino here in this match. Reno coming in on a 3-match losing streak. Lost Tech falling in 2 decisions in 3 Big Ten matches. And DeAugustino needs a momentum shifter after his tough match last week.
Nice shot attempt from Reno. Mike has yet to get to his offense, but also not looking like he's in any danger just yet.
No points scored in the first minute and a half here at 125. Reno and DeAugustino just looking to feel each other out.
Reno looking to snap. A little over tie. Mike threatening a throw by. Looked like an underhook throw by there. That's definitely something to watch with Mike. He loves his underhooks, loves his throw bys, loves his slide bys. He can look flat-footed sometimes, but when he moves, he's quick. He's super slick. He finds great opportunities to score.
Reno looking for the takedown, but DeAugustino doing a good job to get free of that one. 40 seconds left. Shot from DeAugustino.
In on a body lock, comes down to the leg, shelving it. Reno's working a hard whizzer. And now threatening to take DeAugustino down, but trading positions again. Deaug has Reno's leg. Reno's looking to slide out of bounds here, but Mike's got to pull him in. And he gets a takedown.
A huge 2-point takedown. Coach Mark Manning not happy with that whatsoever.
So they're back on their feet.
DeAugustino just needed to hold his foot there. Half second longer to score those first 2 points.
Reno was definitely trying to get out of bounds there.
The Nationals, year before, was an All-American. Gets the first points as an escape after Reno starts out on top to start the second period.
One-point match here. Mike's definitely looking to open it up a little bit, score some points. No takedowns yet, although Mike was really close in that last period. Jeremiah doing a good job of continuing to move his feet and hands, but not getting many reactions out of DeAugustino just yet.
Reno came into college wrestling undefeated in his high school career, 179-0, won 130 of his matches by fall.
Mike working some short offense here off Reno's shot attempt. Looking for a little arm drag. Really close to scoring here, but Reno does a good job circling out of it. Mike definitely doing a good job punishing Reno's offense, but still has yet to really get to offense of his own. Both scoring opportunities so far in this match have come from Reno's shots.
Only 1 point separating these two 125-pound wrestlers. DeAugustino with an escape after starting out the second period on bottom. Jeremiah Reno so far unsuccessful in trying to take down the number 11th ranked wrestler.
Mike controlling the center of the mat. More short offense here off Reno's attack, and finally converts it.
First takedown of this second half of the dual meet. Michael DeAugustino will look to try and ride this one out. Manages to flip over Reno and work his lead up to 3-0.
After the second period.
Mike coming in with a claw ride. Reno doing a good job fighting that claw off and getting up to his feet. It's good bottom wrestling from Reno. Stayed patient, attacked the hands. Definitely the way to do it. Gets a point on the board.
DeAugustino currently with 21 seconds of riding time. Still a minute and a half left to wrestle, but another close match for the senior. All of his matches so far this season been decided by decision.
And I don't know if Mike's been leading going into the third period in any of his matches yet this season. So definitely in a more comfortable position here, but for sure has to keep scoring, cannot sit on this lead. He's got to make a statement here. And not just for the dual meet, but Mike's looking for an NCAA title. He's not looking to play around. And Reno's definitely an opponent that he should be scoring big points against. I'm sure he's thinking that too. Coming in with another takedown.
DeAugustino with another huge takedown. His strap falls off, but DeAugustino doesn't. Reno trying his best to crawl out from under. Can't do it. DeAugustino takes his lead to 5-1. You see Coach Mark Manning on the edge of the mat, trying to will his 125-pound wrestler back into this match.
Mike throwing his leg in here. Definitely looking to score some back points, and he's really close. He's got a deep half. Legs in. Not sure if he still has the half here, but definitely laying on a hard ride. I don't think Reno's getting up this period.
1 minute of riding time for DeAugustino. Looks like he'll ride out Reno.
Deaug putting his elbow in the back of Reno's head, making him eat the mat a little bit.
And a huge statement for Michael DeAugustino to start off this second half of the dual meet. Wins that match 6-1. Takes the lead.
Middle of the match. We'll see if those extracurricular activities continue this time around.
Chris Cannon's dad sitting right behind us in that one. Haven't heard him yet, but I'm sure we will.
He'll make his presence known if he's here. Serrano coming in with a nice snap, using Cannon's momentum against him. Cannon's got to make sure not to get too trigger happy, but he's definitely got to get to his offense.
Serrano, another Nebraska wrestler coming in to his college career undefeated in high school, 168-0, 122 wins by fall. Huge upset last week on Friday against Kyle Berwick out of Wisconsin. That one scraped to overtime, but Serrano taking it 10-8, trying to take down a top 10 opponent in Chris Cannon.
Coach Howe yelling at Cannon to score first. I think this dual meet has really shown the importance of that. You really got to get on your offense early in these matches, especially every match in the Big Ten is tight. Everyone's competitive, and if you want to score bonus points, you need to get on your offense early and keep on your offense. You need to really get that momentum rolling for you. And in those heavyweights, first couple matches, Nebraska did a really good job getting their momentum rolling early on. Cannon in deep on a double leg, but Serrano does a good job fighting out of that with his whizzer. But that's what you want to see from Cannon, more offense, putting Serrano on his heels. Cannon's so quick.
Cannon wrestled his redshirt season, 2019-2020 at 125 pounds, moved up last season, secured All-American, placed 7th at the national championships, 4th in the Big Ten. And looking to give Dominic Serrano a warning as to how strong this 133-pound division is.
Cannon not reacting to Serrano's fake. Really close to scoring on that single leg there. But Serrano gets dinged for stalling. Just too many attempts by Chris to really nothing from Serrano. But here we go. Serrano in on a single leg, able to elevate it. Chris is on the ankles here, hoping to tie him up, not letting him convert this takedown. Serrano looks content to kind of just hang out here as the period ends. Cannon moving off the whistle, now able to get up to his feet. Gets his escape and looks immediately for a takedown, but Serrano's wise to it. Keeps moving his feet. Serrano's done a good job this match, reacting really quickly to all of Cannon's offense. Both guys are obviously really quick.
Chris Cannon, only a redshirt sophomore for Nebraska. Not wrestling tonight, but definitely a factor in the years forward. Redshirt junior, Boo Dryden, as you see a takedown from Dominic Serrano. Chris Cannon doing his best to try and escape that one. Boo Dryden currently 14-0 in open tournaments so far this season, including a win over Dominic Serrano at the Grand View Open in November. Cannon escapes But
Coach Storniolo encouraging Cannon to keep his pace up. Serrano's already been dinged for stalling. Chris definitely has to stay on his offense. That was a nice shot from Serrano, but Chris can't let it get to him. Chris coming again, managing that double leg. Both guys with some really impressive athleticism there. Serrano able to throw Chris all the way through just for Chris to come around and collect his legs from the back. That was a nice takedown. I mean, really good wrestling from both guys. Really entertaining wrestling.
Cannon's first takedown of the match. We've seen this a lot from him. 5-0 this season in dual meets. Position that he's very comfortable in. Content to ride out this period and put the emphasis on Serrano for the Husker to score points in the third.
Serrano close to an escape here, looking for a reversal with 2 seconds left. Chris is staying on the leg. More just really exciting wrestling there. Coach Manning a little upset about that whistle there. Not sure if he just didn't hear it because of the music, but looked like a good start. Cannon able to throw his left leg in. Elevate Serrano's left leg, keep it off the mat. That's a nice leg ride. Chris is really good here. Got to punish him on top. Chris has got to keep his weight on his toes here, not just lie down on top, but really keep the pressure on. Try to drag Serrano's hip over, maybe look for a Turk, look for a power half. Some near fall points would really help Cannon's case in this match.
Mark Manning wants Serrano to pull that left leg out, finally does. But
Serrano
Cannon,
not doing a whole lot on bottom here. Now he's coming up a little bit more. But Serrano's already been dinged for stalling, and I wouldn't be surprised if Cannon collects a point off it in this period.
Coach Manning of the Huskers in the referee's ear, yelling at Cannon, telling him he's stalling. Cannon rolling over Serrano, trying to get that left shoulder to the mat.
Chris is locked in riding time. That's a big point in this tight match, but Serrano's on his feet now.
30 seconds, Catsman.
Score is tied up as we see it, but with riding time, Cannon holding the 1-point advantage. Serrano needs a takedown with only 20 seconds left in the third period.
Serrano in on an attack. Chris holding on to the short offense front headlock with 13 seconds left. A takedown and a ride out here does seal it for Serrano. Cannon has yet to be hit for stalling, so he can really hold on here.
Needs to go straight for a shot.
No takedown.
The Nebraska bench on their feet. No takedown scored.
Close.
The red brick is thrown.
Both guys so athletic, so explosive. That was an awesome match.
Very, very close match at 133. No takedown, says the referees. Serrano unsuccessful. Cannon doing a good job.
These guys have wrestled a couple times, been fairly close matches, and Frankie's really been on another level this year, kind of coming into his own after getting experience last year, taking some hard losses. He's also been a man on a mission. Watching him and Cannon wrestle in practice is top-tier entertainment. Those guys go at it, keep each other sharp, and Frankie's definitely going to be looking to take it to Red here.
Red winning 3-2 in a decision over Frankie Tal-Shahar in an extra match in the dual meet 1 year ago. See Tal-Shahar doing a good job at fending off any shot attempts from Red. It's one of the weight classes that Nebraska is absolutely stacked in with Red. One of 8 unseeded All-Americans to come into the national tournament, unseeded in program history.
Red in on a single leg here, able to elevate it, but Frankie's got his arm locked to his side. This is a tough position to score from, but definitely a scoring opportunity for Red here. He's doing a good job elevating Frankie here. Savvy wrestling from both guys so far. Frankie definitely can't just hang out. It looks like Red's about to get his arm free, and he does. Both guys tying each other's ankles up. Ref calls stalemate.
Red placing 6th last year at the national tournament. 3rd 1 year before that in the Big Ten championship, lost to Nick Lee out of Penn State in the semifinals. Then 1 year before that, finished 8th at nationals.
Mark Manning encouraging Red to keep moving, getting to his offense, but Frankie's doing a good job controlling the center of the mat. They seem to call him Junior on the Nebraska side. It's a cute nickname.
Chad Red wrestling under his father in high school at New Palestine. Chad Red Sr. was a 4-time state champion in 4 different weight classes in Indiana. Now wrestling at 141 pounds, has made his name known in Husker history and looking to leave an imprint on Frankie Tal-Shahar's record.
And Red's had a great career so far, but he definitely struggles with consistency. He's a flashy wrestler, but like we saw,
second period on top. Red secures the first points with that escape.
Frankie getting Chad Red to really react on those fakes. Frankie staying in the center of the mat here. I mean, both guys hand fighting hard. That's just Big Ten wrestling for you. Neither guy wants to let the other guy push him around. Both definitely scrappers. Red coming in with a left side underhook, it looked like, but Frankie's able to fight it off. Red's got a hard right side collar tie in, definitely trying to pull Frankie's head down. And Nebraska coach is encouraging Junior to keep the action going. But you can be guaranteed that Frankie's looking for offense of his own right now.
Tal-Shahar never one to shy away from a challenge. Chad Red Jr. cannot underestimate the Northwestern sophomore with 50 seconds left in the second period.
Frankie's showing some fancy footwork there too, jumping around a little bit. That's something Red's usually known for. But Frankie's not giving him the opportunity to show that footwork off. And there we go, Frankie continuing to push forward. You know, he definitely doesn't want to push forward, he doesn't want to chase, but keeping that pressure in is definitely going to open up scoring opportunities for him. So this is where Frankie wants to be. He's keeping it close, looking for his offense, keeping Red reacting. There again, another fake. Red takes a big step back.
Both wrestlers tied up in the middle of the mat. Second period comes to a close.
And get right to his feet, working from neutral. But yeah, I think Frankie's definitely proven to be the aggressor so far. Red.
Northwestern bench wants a false start on Chad Red Jr.
Yeah, that was a little bit questionable, but you know, gotta wrestle to beat the whistle. Frankie getting to his feet. Now Red's circling, keeping him out of bounds.
Everything to wrestle for with the Huskers up 8 in the overall meet score, a match that Northwestern arguably needs to win if they want to stay in this.
Yeah, absolutely. Both guys have been dinged for stalling once, so you can be sure they're going to keep active. Red's in on a single leg here, but Frankie staying tough with his defense, looking to circle around, grab the ankles. Red's doing a good job elevating Frankie's left leg, but Frankie's not letting him score here. It's close. Frankie staying on the leg. No takedown here yet. Red's real close, though.
1 minute.
Nebraska coaches wanting near fall. Frankie Tal-Shahar. 2-point takedown secured by Chad Red Jr. Coach Matt Storniolo yelling in Frankie Tal-Shahar's ear. Tal-Shahar needs an escape and a takedown or a reversal in order to stay in this.
Red's riding a wrist. He's got Frankie's right wrist locked up, looks like gable bar. Frankie's got to keep moving on bottom. He's got 30 seconds left to get up and get a takedown. And Red did a good job getting to his offense there. That's what it was going to come down to. It was just who gets their offense first. So Frankie's got to respond here. Red getting a count because he's holding on to Frankie's leg. And that's just driving off the mat. Frankie gets a point there. He's got 9 seconds. So now if he can escape, they're going to overtime.
He scored big points against Chad Red Jr.
Nice mat return from Red. Looks like he's going to finish this match out on top. And another close match. Good fight from Frankie, but Red was savvy and he got that takedown when he needed it.
Comes in. Was upset by Austin Gomez on Friday of Wisconsin, 4-2.
Yeah, already in on a single leg. He's got Lovett's leg in the air. Coming in for the takedown, and he collects both legs.
2-point takedown secured by Yaya Thomas in the first 11 seconds.
Both guys coming off losses, upset losses. You can definitely tell they want to flip the script on that one.
Thomas.
Yaya in on a single leg again off Lovett's 2-on-1 Russian tie. And he's getting close to a score there. Not quite, though. And this is a position we've seen a bunch this dual meet. Yaya getting Lovett's right leg elevated. Lovett trying to tie him up. But Yaya's pretty close to scoring. He managed to hook that bottom leg. And he's turning in. Hopefully the refs don't stop this, because Yaya's very close to scoring. Threatening danger. And that looks like 2. There we go, awarded.
2 points secured, takedown by Yaya Thomas. 4-1 lead for the Wildcat. Thomas coming in, looking extremely focused, just like Michael DeAugustino earlier.
Both seniors, I mean, they did not like that they lost their matches last week. They want to turn it back around. Both guys who aren't just here to wrestle, you know, they're here to win big matches. And Yaya's got some momentum already. Lovett doing a good job digging that right side underhook, keeping Yaya towards the edge of the mat. Maybe looking for a stall call, looking for Yaya to overreach here so he can score some points, but
Thomas had an incredible last season, entered the national tournament as the 25th seed, managed to climb his way, finished 3rd, defeating 4 top 10 seeds in the process. Ridge Lovett went 1-2 at the tournament, did not place. Yaya Thomas looking for another takedown. Referee gives it to him.
That's going to get challenged, though.
These two were set to face off at the Cliff Keen Invitational. We didn't get a chance to see them. Ridge Lovett winning by medical forfeit. Yaya Thomas anxious to prove all of the Huskers fans that the Wildcat can do it against the number 4 ranked wrestler.
Lovett's had a strong season so far, and he's wrestling hard here, hand fighting hard, definitely moving into Yaya a lot. Yaya definitely wants to stay on his toes a little bit more, not let Lovett push him around. But so far, 3 takedowns to none, and Yaya's got a 3-point lead at the moment with 30 seconds of riding time. Mark Manning, very vocal. The sweater vest, an intimidating sight on the Husker side.
We've seen more out of Andrew Howe than we have Matt Storniolo.
Well, Howe gets excited. Howe's really invested in these matches. He's really invested in us as wrestlers. I mean, he wants us to win these matches. He wants us to wrestle well. But really, he just wants guys to wrestle how he knows we're capable of wrestling.
And he knows what it's like to wrestle at that high level. 4-time All-American at Wisconsin, 3-time Big Ten champion. Huge addition to the coaching staff.
Yep. NCAA champion, spent a couple years on the senior level, wrestling some of the best guys ever that the United States has produced. Guys like Jordan Burroughs and Kyle, really just a motivating guy to be around. Sometimes we'll get to practice, you know. We'll be there at 6 in the morning. Coach Howell will be there, drenched in sweat. Already he's been working out for like 2 hours, then he just wrestles the whole practice with us. So he is a tough guy.
1 minute left in the second period. Yaya Thomas with a 6-4 lead. Couple of early takedowns. Ridge Lovett currently fighting out from beneath Thomas on the scorecard.
Lovett definitely moving forward more, staying on his offense. Yaya's got to get on his offense here to avoid a stalling call. We don't like to see Yaya moving backward this much, but Lovett's able to collect takedowns.
Lovett tying it up at 6-6 with that takedown. Had Thomas's leg. Able to convert it into a takedown. And we'll look to cut into Yaya Thomas's riding time.
This would be a big ride out here for Lovett, ending the period on top, managing to tie the score after giving up 3 takedowns to Yaya in the first period. And he's definitely kept a really good pace on. It looks like he's going to finish the period on top. And Yaya's got to turn it on again for the third period.
Opportunity to go up if he secures this escape. But Ridge Lovett not letting him get away easy, has that left leg.
That's 5. That Storniello challenging that. It was a close match. It could come down to things like stall points or cautions or riding time. Lovett's putting in a hard ride. But he's holding on. He's got to return Yaya here. Looks like, that is arguably a stalling call as well, and the Northwestern side wants that to be known. Lovett's got it 2 legs in. If Yaya stands up here, well, he manages to flatten Yaya out. Collecting some riding time. Yaya's got to get out.
35 seconds of riding time for Lovett.
Storniello throws the brick.
Storniello throwing in the brick. Referee does not see it. Looks like he just kicked it, and will stop the match to check out what's...
Yaya right up to his feet. Lovett with a big mat return. Throwing in legs again. In which case, Yaya, an escape would no longer cut it. He'd have to score even more points to get the win here. But this is a super close match so far. More just really high-octane, intense wrestling. Lovett taking his time on some of these mat returns, burning clock a little bit. Yaya up again. 30 seconds left. Yaya's really got to get out now to send it to overtime.
Riding time point is now secured for Ridge Lovett, so a 7-6 lead. Yaya Thomas needs at least 1.
15 seconds left. Lovett's doing a good job flattening Yaya out, keeping his face in the mat. This is a big ride out by Lovett. Some really good top wrestling here. And looks like he'll lock it up with the riding time point. That's a heartbreaking loss, especially after scoring 3 takedowns in the first.
Championship Wins has had a stronghold on this division for the past 3 years. Peyton Robb wrestled at 165 last year, coming down to 157 this year, looking to take down the Alpha Dog.
Deacon in on a single leg. Robb doing a good job blocking his hand, but Deacon's continuing to wrestle through it, looking for his 2. Nebraska fans want that to be a danger call because Deacon was on one shoulder blade, but that's a pretty funky position to call danger from. Robb's had some good matches with Northwestern guys in the past couple years. The first couple minutes, that was pretty exciting to watch. But Deacon's definitely looking to burn that purple N into his memory.
Peyton Robb coming off a win on Friday against Garrett Model from Wisconsin, 17-11 decision. High scoring, high energy. It's what we've come to expect from the sophomore out of Owatonna, Minnesota for the Huskers. As for Ryan Deacon, as you said, Jamie, the first time we've seen him in over 2 weeks. Last time we saw him dual meet against Wisconsin, winning 8-3 over Garrett Model. Looks like he has come back here to put his name in Huskers memories.
Absolutely. Deacon's another guy who doesn't want to win close. He wants to blow matches open. He doesn't really wrestle to win so much as he does to dominate his opponents. He likes breaking wills. That's what he's good at. I mean, he's just extremely strong. Holds really good position. Just has really, really high wrestling IQ. He's in his short offense now. Looking to reach around that left leg. Score off this front headlock. And he doesn't get tired.
Ryan Deacon, 2 seasons ago in 2020, the national finals canceled due to COVID, went 21-0. Would have come in as the #1 seed in the national championship, 3-time All-American, looking to become only the 4th 4-time All-American in Northwestern history. But right now, with 45 seconds left in the first, he has Peyton Robb in order to improve to 7-0 in this season.
Just more good hand fighting from both guys so far this match. It's been a super exciting dual meet so far. I mean, it's got me on the edge of my seat for sure. Deacon in again, looking for that single leg. He's pretty extended here, but he's a strong guy. He's good at scoring from this position, although they are on the edge of the mat. And he's in a good position to score here. He's stepped over the leg, and he's looking back for a little danger call maybe. But time runs out. Didn't let him get up right away, just reminding him of where Deacon wants to put him. And he's out immediately. Deacon's really consistent on bottom, just really good at getting out immediately. And coming in right back for his offense. Like he might have stepped over his ankle there for a second, but looking pretty good. Refs telling them to watch interlocking fingers. That's been a recurring call this dual meet. Good snap from Robb, but Deacon manages to stay in position.
Deacon still with the 1-0 lead. Robb looking for that takedown, but great defense from Deacon, as we've seen in the first 3 minutes of this match.
Deacon only up by 1 so far, despite coming pretty close to a takedown on 2 occasions. And now he's in on a single leg. That's his go-to shot, his lefty sweep single. He's coming around. Peyton's working a deep whizzer. Oh, and he puts Deacon on his back. No score just yet. They're continuing action. Deacon's continuing to wrestle. He's got the leg collected, but that was savvy wrestling from Robb. And now Deacon's back in that same old position, over the top, hooking that bottom leg. Robb's in danger here, getting a danger call. Deacon locks in the takedown off the danger call.
2-point takedown secured for Ryan Deacon.
I don't know why the ref would call a stalemate there immediately after the takedown.
Robb looking to get an escape before the end of the second period.
Double leg. Keeping him down on the edge of the mat, not letting Robb crawl off.
Deacon still in control with 10 seconds left in the period.
Robb looking for a little Granby roll. Deacon staying tight. 2 seconds left. That's a good ride out. End the period.
At the end of period 2, Northwestern.
Only 2 minutes left between these two wrestlers. 2 minutes left. And start off his comeback with a 1-point escape.
Robb looking for that roll again, but Deacon's got his wrist locked up. He's staying tight. He's got Robb extended. He's got Robb's hand behind his back here. Working a little arm bar. Threatening a bar and a wrist. Deacon's mean from this position, and he's definitely looking for a score here. Robb doing a good job staying on his base. Deacon cannot get overexcited. He's got to be patient here. It's a lot of pressure, and he's got time to work. Doing a good job pushing Robb's shoulder into his ear. Getting pretty close to tipping him over at that point, but Robb doing a good job fighting back down.
Deacon has accumulated over a minute of riding time. Referee right there with them.
Potentially dangerous call. So Venz looking out for his teammates, admirable thing, but Definitely no illegal action there. Just hard, mean top wrestling, which is, you know, coincidentally how Venz wrestled in his match. So he shouldn't be complaining too much. Stall call against Peyton Robb. Deacon just suffocating him on top, keeping those wrists. It looks like Robb's trying to lift his head just to take a breath right now, but his head is firmly on the mat. Deacon really just putting on a clinic on top. He's got that armbar again. Robb looks like he's in pain.
Deacon has controlled the majority of this match from the top position, has secured the riding time point, just reached 2 minutes on top. Only 20 seconds left.
And see, Robb straightens out his arm again.
Robb's first point secured, given to him by the referee.
And now Robb's on his back. Good mat return from Deacon, just ending on top. He's pissed, and he's letting Robb know it with a mean crossface. Robb's coming close to getting out here, and that's a little victory for Robb. You know, first period was real close, but Deacon put on a dominating ride. He's got 2.5 minutes of riding time.
The score no longer added to. 23-12 is the final score, but these are exhibition matches for both wrestlers to get some experience, to get some time on the mat, as we see Matt Vinci from Northwestern, the senior, taking on Thompson, Alex Thompson, out of Nebraska.
Vinci is generally a 125-pounder, bumping up a weight class to take on Thompson. You know, he's here to wrestle. He wants matches. He wants experience. But there's definitely a little bit of a size difference here. So far, though, Vinci doing a really good job staying in position, keeping his head in. You know, Thompson's moving him around a little bit, but that's to be expected when you've got maybe 10 pounds on the guy, at least.
Alex Thompson had the unfortunate luck of facing Chris Cannon last year at this dual meet. Lost 14-1 in a major decision this year. 1-4 in his dual meets, with tough losses to Jake Leva and Matt Ramos. Looking to take down Matt Vinci. Vinci wrestling in the 2 non-Big Ten dual meets that Northwestern has had so far. One major decision against Austin Macias out of SIUE, and then lost in a close 4-0 decision to Patrick McCormick, as we see Alex Thompson securing a takedown, pushing the score up to 4-1 in favor of the Husker. 1.5 minutes to go in this exhibition match at 133 pounds. Thompson's size advantage really coming into play as he sits on top of Matt Vinci. 45 seconds of riding time for Thompson.
Vinci gets dinged for stalling on bottom, but like you said, when you're the smaller guy on bottom, it can be really tough to move. That's a lot of weight to make up, a lot of weight difference to make up. Vinci trying to stay active on bottom. Thompson's got a tough leg ride in, though, keeping that left leg of Vinci's elevated.
30 seconds.
Thompson, only a sophomore in a weight class that Nebraska is looking for a standout wrestler. Came into the Husker program as a 4-time state champion out of Neola, Iowa. Only lost 1 match in his entire career in high school.
Thompson riding tough on top. 3 seconds left. It's definitely going to finish the period out on top. More just good, hard wrestling from both teams. I think that's kind of been the period. Shoots on the whistle, looking for a low ankle single. Doesn't quite get it, but he keeps moving forward. Fending off Thompson's attack. Vinci's got working from an inside collar tie there. Coming pretty close to the leg on that last attempt. Good action from both guys. Both guys definitely pretty quick. Doing a good job protecting their legs, keeping their heads in. Staying in good position.
Vinci struggling in the first period, trying to contend with that extra weight that Thompson has, but doing a good job here in the second period at keeping his opponent in neutral and putting the pressure on the sophomore.
Thompson working a left side underhook here. Vinci does a good job slipping out of it. But Thompson doing a good job controlling the center of the mat. Vinci connects with the leg there. But Thompson's got a nice re-attack coming around for the takedown.
First takedown for Thompson in the second period. Matt Vinci once again trying to fight out from bottom. 30 seconds left to go in the second period, as Thompson creeps closer and closer to 2 minutes of riding time. Vinci unable to escape. Thompson will ride out the period.
Matt riding claw, drops down to a leg, staying scrappy here. Not letting Thompson get out easily. Vinci elevates that leg and runs him down, but Thompson actually able to turn that into a takedown of his own. Vinci was chasing a little bit too hard, and whenever a guy's chasing into you really hard, if you just stay in good position, chances are an opportunity will open up to score. Thompson was the lower guy there. He was able to just throw an underhook in and circle around for the takedown.
Thompson able to score 2 points on that reversal. Returns back on top. Just over a minute left. Vinci escaping. Vinci a 6-point lead, a 6-point deficit that he'll do his best to make up in the last minute of this match. Two-point takedown secured for Alex Thompson.
It's now very much in major decision territory. Vinci continuing to wrestle, continuing to fight, but it's a big weight difference to make up. And Thompson's wrestling very well on top, laying on hard rides. And it looks like he might try to end the third period on top here. And if he does, he'll have racked up more than 3 minutes of riding time, which is a pretty dominating top performance. Looking for a tilt here and get some near fall points. Securing the major decision victory with over 3 minutes of riding time. That's a solid win by Alex Thompson.
4 near fall secured at the end of that third period for Northwestern.
Justin J.B. Benjamin had some solid wins earlier in the season at the Michigan State Open. He's wrestled some tough matches. He's a really funky wrestler. I mean, like, gets in positions like this a lot. Now in the crackdown, working a roll, shamaling through. He's got a crotch lock here. Just continuing to wrestle tough. Justin's a really, really strange wrestler to face.
Shumling going 4-2 at the Big Ten Championships last season. Managed to get 9th place. This season, 1 appearance in a dual meet. Tough major decision loss, 12-2 against Parker Phileas out of Purdue. Justin Benjamin yet to make a dual meet appearance this season, but placing 5th at the Michigan State Open a couple of months ago. As we see no points scored in the first minute of this one.
Justin coming in on a single leg. Nice, just way to drop down on that after off Shumling's pressure. And he's working to finish here. He's got a little front trip. Shumling staying tough though. Got to be a clean finish here for Benjamin. Doing a good job. Oh, stepping around, gets his leg in and the takedown. Transitioning right into a tough leg ride here. He's got his left leg grapevined through Shumling's left leg. Shumling doing a good job putting him on his hip, but Justin's feisty on top. Threatening banana split. Looking for tilt. Shumling gets some height here off a roll. This is a reversal position for Shumling, although he hasn't scored anything yet. Justin's in a dangerous spot, and they give him the takedown, or the reversal, rather.
Reversal.
2-point reversal for Shumling to even things up. We'll try to cut into that 30 seconds of riding time that Justin Benjamin was able to accrue in the middle portion of this first period, but a quick escape from Justin Benjamin. He'll take the lead 3-2.
Good escape by Justin. Getting right up to his feet, keeping the action going. Only 18 net seconds of riding time in Justin's favor. Spent most of this match on their feet. Justin working a little arm drag. Shumling counter-attacking, but neither guy really getting more than a couple fingers on their opponent's leg there.
First period, and score an escape point to tie things up at 3 apiece.
Benjamin looking for a big mat return. Nice. Throwing the leg in immediately. He's doing a great job of getting that leg in. But Shumling staying cool, collected here, working for a reversal again. Justin's now on his butt, kind of cranking on that arm. It's not really a position you want to be in as a leg rider. You want to keep your hips off the mat. You want to stay on your toes, try to flatten your opponent out. But Justin epitomizes live by the legs, die by the legs a little bit. You know, he's got a really tough leg ride. He can score points from this position. But he's comfortable being put on his hip, and that opens up some opportunities for reversals sometimes. But so far, he's doing a really great job staying on top, keeping the pressure on, keeping Shumling's left leg elevated, or T-money, as his teammates appear to be calling him. And Justin's now, you know, attacking it, threatening a Turk, just looking for handles. Shumling rolls out of the legs, though. But Justin's got to build up, or else he's going to get dinged for stalling. Solid ride so far by Justin. He's got the foot trapped, and that's an annoying position to be in. Hurts my knee just looking at it. Justin's bent his heel towards his butt, locking that in a figure 4. Tough ride by Benjamin.
Benjamin has been riding for the entirety of this second period. Just about 2 minutes in his favor. Shumling has not been able to crawl his way out. Justin Benjamin has done a very good job of securing the legs of Shumling and keeping him on that mat.
Scoring position here for Shumling with less than 10 seconds left. Benjamin got a little bit high, and Shumling's looking for a reversal again. He's got 3 seconds. Now Benjamin's in danger. There should be swipes there. But looking to cut Benjamin and work on his feet. Benjamin, of course, the only one to score a takedown so far this match, although Shumling is now in, elevating Justin's position in the waterfall. A position that Benjamin's funky in, like we saw at the very beginning of the first period. And he's able to get out again, now working his own short offense. He should be looking to snap and score there, but Shumling manages to fight out, and he's right back in on a single leg again. Nebraska, the Cornhuskers have all really been liking that reach into the single leg, and he scores here.
Shumling scoring a 2-point takedown to tie things up with Justin Benjamin. But Benjamin scoring a 1-point escape. Just over a minute left to go in this exhibition match.
Shumling with a straightforward double leg, Doesn't get much traction, but he's actually managed to lock his hands around Justin's right leg. And again, in this elevated waterfall position. That's a quick Justin back with his sort of roll-through defense.
The riding time point has been secured by Benjamin, effectively a 2-point lead that Shumling needs to make up in the dying seconds of this match.
But, you know, you'd like to see him stay in more advantageous positions where he's not in danger of being scored on. But he's quite good there. Again, in the same exact position. Benjamin not really sprawling, opting instead to go over the top whenever Shumling's in deep on a shot. And Shumling locks in, gets that takedown. So effectively 6-6 with 10 seconds left. If Benjamin escapes, he wins. But he doesn't seem too interested in building up to his base right now. So Shumling's going to end this period on top, and we'll go overtime. Another close, exciting match in this dual meet. I think it just keeps delivering.
The first match that we have seen today go into overtime, score tied at 6-6 with that riding time point for Justin Benjamin. Shumling scoring a late takedown after having to fight for every single second on bottom for the majority of this match.
Shumling in again on that single leg. I mean, Justin's got his hips in this time, but it looks like he's looking for the crotch lock instead of a sprawl. And as tough as he is to score on in this position, he's not in a position to score himself. So this is actually, if I'm Shumling, I can't keep backing up, can't keep letting Shumling get in on his leg. And there he is. Nice. Down block, re-attack, fundamental counter offense from Benjamin for the win.
A 2-point takedown from Justin Benjamin in that sudden death overtime. For Nebraska, Brandon Van Tassel trying to win in this third and last exhibition match.
Van Tassel looks like he moves rocks around in his free time. Big upper body. But Halverson's able to pull him into a front headlock briefly there. Tassel doing a good job staying in on that wrist, though. Controlling 2-on-1, tie on the wrist.
Van Tassel, a freshman out of Mapleton, Utah. Made his debut a year ago today in that same dual meet in an extra match against Jaden Martin for Northwestern. Won 14-7 in a decision. Has wrestled in one dual meet so far. Lost 9-3 against Isaiah Salazar out of Minnesota. For Halverson, he's competed in 4 meets this year, 1-3 in those 4.
Halverson doing a good job whenever Van Tassel moves in, just snapping him right down into a front headlock. I mean, that's a good position to be in, but you definitely like to see a score from there. Halverson's a big weightlifter himself, really strong. Usually lifts with Lucas Davison and Andrew during our team lifts, which says something about the horsepower he brings to the table as well.
Very, very powerful 2 competitors in this one. No one's scoring a point yet.
Tassel coming again to that 2-on-1 on the wrist. Just doing a good job, you know, not letting Halverson clear his wrist. He's clearly got some impressive grip strength. And now coming in for a shot, Halverson again going to that front headlock, but Van Tassel able to just lift him up, put him right down on his back. Definitely providing evidence for my moving rocks in his free time theory, able to really lift Halverson up and put him back down with some force.
A takedown and a 2-near fall for Brandon Van Tassel. You see that power coming into play. Able to pick up John Halverson. Not a small wrestler whatsoever. Able to pick him up, return him to the mat, and push his lead to 4 with 30 seconds left to go in this first period.
Halverson getting a ding for stalling, not doing enough to get up on bottom. He's got to build his base here and keep working up, but Van Tassel doing a good job staying tight on top, attacking Halverson's wrists. Now he's looking for a tilt. comes kind of close, but Halverson does a good job splitting his hands. Big lift from Halverson. Good mat return, staying tough on top, but Van Tassel doing a really good job building up to that quad pod, fighting hands now. He's really close to an escape, but Halverson staying tough, not letting him get it, coming to the legs. It's really feisty wrestling from Halverson. Van Tassel, or Halverson's got to keep him in. He can't run him out here, else that'll be a stall call for sure. So, all right, Van Tassel manages to kick out on the edge.
One escape, Brandon Van Tassel.
And opens up his lead to 5-0. Halverson with a nice little misdirection single leg there, but Van Tassel able to react in large part due to that 2-on-1 wrist tie-up that he keeps coming to.
1 minute left to go in this second period. Halverson doing a good job at starting the second period on top, but Van Tassel managing to kick out. Husker having a 5-0 lead. Halverson needs a takedown, needs some near fall points. He needs something to get on the board in a tough match against Brandon Van Tassel.
A lot of straightforward attacks by both guys. That misdirection single coming in again from Halverson, managing to evade Van Tassel's reattack. But Halverson definitely needs to look for some angles here. Van Tassel's obviously strong, fundamental, holding good position. And, you know, Halverson's got to look for advantageous positions to score from, for sure, especially in this third period.
Locking up as we enter the final steps of this wonderful dual meet that we've had so far this afternoon.
Halverson continuing to evade Van Tassel's attacks. Nice double leg. That's good penetration. He switches off to the single and runs him down here for that takedown. That was a great shot by Halverson.
Halverson scoring his first points of the match, 2-point takedown.
Now Halvo's gonna cut him, but Van Tassel comes up in a body lock. Gets his escape, and they go out of bounds.
Very upper body dominant match we've seen so far at 184. Halverson looking to go for those legs though of Van Tassel. Definitely not out of it. 1 minute and 15 seconds left on the clock, but needs some points soon.
Van Tassel scoring this takedown here off Halverson's attack. Tassel did a really good job coming to his front headlock and circling around for that leg. It's a super fundamental, just solid, basic wrestling. Coming back to that wrist ride. Just putting a lot of pressure on Halvo's shoulder, keeping him down on the mat. And again,
1 point order, Van Tassel.
Halvo hit for stalling, and that's a point for Van Tassel, who now comes in with a tilt, gets one swipe. No near fall points just yet. And there you go. That'll be 4 near fall points for Van Tassel.
4 near fall points for the Nebraska freshman.
Near fall points awarded.
Pushes the score to 13-2. Riding time almost a formality at this point, but surely locked up for Van Tassel as he looks to take a major decision win over John Halverson.
That's a strong win by Van Tassel. Halverson had a moment of brilliance in that double leg takedown. He looked so good, but good, solid wrestling from Van Tassel.
That is our last exhibition match at 184. Brandon Van Tassel taking the 13-2 major decision win over John Halverson. Just a quick recap of the dual meet, 23-12. Nebraska Cornhuskers.